Alright guys, what we're going to talk about today, we are going to talk about writing equations of lines, linear functions. We're going to write the equation of a linear function. Alright, we're going to talk about point-slope form today. Okay, now a review, we'd already talked about slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Today we are going to talk about point-slope form. So guess what, guys? When you have a point and you have a slope, you will use point-slope form. Alright, so when I'm given a point and a slope, I will use point-slope form to write my linear equations. Again, m is still going to be the slope or the rate of change, rise over run. You have a point, and again, a point has an x1 and a y1. It has an x value and a y value. Alright, so here is the form for point-slope formula. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug in what you know. Well, you know your slope is 1/2. Again, slope is defined by the variable m, so you know your m is 1/2. That puppy's going to go right there. And then you're going to plug in your point. Your point has an x value of 4. That's going to go in for x1, and it has a y value of 5. That's going to go in for y1. So again, this is an x1 value, this is a y1 value. So let's rewrite this form with what we have. Y, that doesn't change, minus y1. y1 we know is a positive 5. We'll plug that in right there. Is equal to m. We know what m is. M is the slope, which is 1/2 in this problem. X minus x1. Again, x1 is the x value of your point, which is a positive 4. So now we've got y minus 5 equals, and now you look over here, you need to distribute your 1/2. So we're going to distribute it to both terms here. So we've got y minus 5 equals 1/2 x minus 4. And again, we're going to distribute here. So we've got 1/2 times x, which is 1/2 x. And then we've got 1/2 times a negative 4, which is a negative 2. Okay, now from there, we want to solve for y, right? We want to put it into slope-intercept form. It says convert to slope-intercept form. So we got y by itself in slope-intercept form. But here we've got a minus 5 with it. I need to do the opposite, so I'm adding 5 on both sides. That 5 does not have a variable with it, guys, so that 5 is a number. Combine that with the term. Combine that with the constant at the end, excuse me. So that goes away. We've got y equals 1/2 x plus 3. There's your slope-intercept form of the problem. This is your point-slope form. This is your slope-intercept. Alright, so now we go down here to some more examples. Again, the formula is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to plug in what I know. Okay, so if I'm looking at the number 1, I know that it has a slope of -3. I know that it has a point at 2, 2. Again, the point has an x1 value and a y1 value. So let's plug it into our formula. We have y minus 2 is equal to -3 x minus 2. Okay, again, here's point-slope form. Now I want to convert to slope-intercept form, so I'm going to distribute my 3 to both terms. I've got y minus 2 is equal to -3x. -3 times a -2 is a positive 6. And then I want to solve for y to get in slope-intercept form. So I need to add 2 to both sides. I get y by itself, so y equals -3x plus 8. Moving on to number 2. Number 2, we have a slope of 1/2. We have a point at -6, -2. So again, let's plug in what we know. Y minus 2 is equal to 1/2 x plus 6. Coach Sapp, where'd you get the plus from? Okay, this is x minus, and I'm plugging in a negative 6. You can leave it like that, but again, if I have two negatives written side by side, I can change and make it a plus sign. So again, you have two negatives written side by side right here, so x minus negative 6, you can change and make it x plus 6. So there's point slope form. Again, to convert to slope intercept, first thing you're going to do is you're going to distribute. You've got y minus 2 is equal to 1/2 x plus 3. Distribute means to multiply, so 1/2 times x is 1/2 x. 1/2 times 6 is positive 3. And then last but not least, I need to get the y by itself, so I need to move this minus 2. Inverse operation is to add 2 to both sides, so y equals 1/2 x plus 5. Moving on to number 3. Okay, number 3, we have a slope of 2, and we have a y-intercept, we have a point at -1, 0. Alright, let's plug it in. So I've got y minus y1, which is 0, equals m2 x minus -1. So again, just like I did over here, I've got minus and negative, I can change. Over here, I've got minus 0. Okay, well, you don't have to write minus 0. You just write y equals 2 x plus 1. Are we done? No, we're not. Right? I need to distribute my 2 to get it into slope-intercept form. So y equals 2x plus 2. Coach Sapp, give me some hard ones. Okay, don't worry, we'll get there. Y minus y1, so y plus 3. Again, how did I get that? Y minus a negative 3. So when I have a minus and negative, I can change, and I get y plus 3 is equal to, I'm plugging into my formula, m is a 1/4, x minus x1, which is 12. So now to convert to slope-intercept, again, we need to distribute, and then we'll solve for y. So I've got y plus 3 is equal to 1/4 times x, which is 1/4 x, and then minus 1/4 times 12, which is a 3. Last but not least, I want to get the y by itself, so I need to get rid of this plus 3, which is to subtract 3 on both sides. You get y is equal to, that goes away, 1/4 x minus 6. Here we go, moving on. Okay, I will work 2 of these for you. Let's see, which ones do I want to do? Let's do the number 8 and numero 9. Let's just do 8 and 9. So I've got a slope of 3. I've got a point at 0, 4. Again, this is your x1. This is your y1. This is your slope. Your formula is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So plug in what we know. We know the slope, m, is 3. We can plug that in right there. We know that the y1 value is 4. We can plug that in right there. We know that the x1 value is 0. Same thing. I want to distribute the 3 so I can solve and convert into slope-intercept form. So I've got y minus 4 is equal to 3 times x, which is 3x, and then you got 3 times a negative 0. What's 0 times any number is 0, right? So I could write plus 0 or minus 0, but guess what? You ain't got to. So just leave it like that. Alright, now we want to get the y by itself. So again, I need to get rid of this minus 4. Let's add 4 to both sides. Add 4. Now, why did you not write it underneath that, Coach Sapp? Good question. That has an x on it. That does not. Those are not like terms. You cannot combine those. That is not 7x, guys. Let me repeat. That is not 7x. Okay, don't screw that up. So this goes away, and we've got y is equal to 3x plus 4. You cannot combine those, so just write them side by side, 3x plus 4. Last one, I said I'd do number 9. So number 9, I've got a negative 4 as a slope. I've got a point at 5, negative 12. So let's plug in and chug. Plug and chug. I got y minus negative 12. So y plus 12. Again, change, is equal to m, negative 4, x minus x1. So to convert to slope-intercept form, again, we distribute, which means to multiply. Y plus 12 is equal to negative 4x plus 20. How did I get a plus? Negative times a negative gives me a positive. Alright, you got one more step. I need to get the y by itself. Let's subtract 12 on both sides. Y equals negative 4x plus 8. Man, this is hard. I know. Okay, now, let's keep rocking. What if I only give you 2 points? Earlier, I gave you a point, 1 point, and the slope. So what if I only give you 2 points? Well, guess what? You can find the slope, guys. We've done this. This is the slope formula. Right? We're going to label one of them point 1. We're going to label one of them point 2. We're going to plug into the slope formula. And then guess what? You got your slope. We have 2 points, which is more than 1 point, which we had in the past. So we can plug that into point slope form. Alright, so looking at this example, write the equation of a line that passes through the points 5, 4, and 3, 2. Again, this is going to be point 1, so this will be x1, y1. This will be point 2, so this will be x2, y2. Now, let's plug and let's chug. y2, let's look for y2, right there, boom, 2. Minus y1, oh, I see y1, there it is, 4. Over x2, boom, 3, minus x1, 5, equals 2 minus 4 is a negative 2. And then 3 minus 5 is a negative 2 also. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is a positive 1. So we just found that the slope is equal to positive 1. Now guess what? We can plug it into point slope form using either one of these 2 points. It don't matter which one you pick, peeps. Here we go. Y minus, I'm just going to take this one. So y minus 2 is equal to m 1 times x minus 3. Alright, again, to convert to slope-intercept form, I need to distribute my 1. And then I'm going to solve for y. I've got y minus 2 is equal to 1 times x, which is 1x. And then 1 times a negative 3, which is negative 3. Last step, get the y by itself, so we're going to add 2 to both sides. Y is equal to 1x. We don't have to write the 1, so I'm just going to write y equals x and then minus 1. That's it. That's it. Alright, so let's go down to our examples at the bottom. Again, my slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The change in y's, the rise, over the change in x's, the runs. That was a weird saying. Alright, so now, again, first step is I need to solve for my slope. x1, y1, x2, y2. So here, plug it in, y2, 3, minus y1, a negative 5, over x2, 2, minus x1, negative 2. Again, I have 2 negatives written side by side. I can change. So I've got 3 plus 5 on the top, that's 8. On the bottom, I've got 2 minus negative 2. Change, that's a positive 4. So I get that the slope is equal to 8 divided by 4, which is a positive 2 over 1. We can just write 2. Now, once I have this, I can use either one of these points and find my point slope form. So I'm just going to take this one, doesn't matter. Y minus y1, which is 3, is equal to m2 parentheses x minus x1, which is a positive 2. Now, again, distribute to convert to slope-intercept form. So I've got y minus 3 is equal to 2 times x, which is 2x, 2 times the negative 2, which is negative 4. Last step, get rid of that puppy right there, so I need to add 3 to both sides. Y is equal to 2x minus 1. Alright, 2 or 3, which one you want to do? Did you say number 2? Alright, I'll do number 2. So I've got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Again, point 1, x1, y1, point 2, x2, y2. Once we've got it set up, guys, all we're doing is we're going to plug it and we're going to solve. Alright, so y2 is 7 minus y1, which is 5, over x2, which is 10, minus x1, which is 6. 7 minus 5 is a positive 2. 10 minus 6 is a positive 4. So that can reduce to 1/2. Don't you dare say that's 2. Don't you dare say that's 2. 2 divided by 4 is 1/2, guys, 1/2. So I just found the slope. The slope is 1/2. I've got 2 points. You can pick either one of those. Doesn't matter. I've picked the second one in the last two, so let me just pick the first one. We're going to choose 6, 5. So I'm going to plug it in. Y minus y1, 5 is equal to m, the slope, 1/2, x minus x1. So now to convert to slope-intercept form, distribute. I've got y minus 5 is equal to 1/2 x minus tree. And then last step, get the y by itself. I need to get rid of this minus 5. Inverse operation would be to add 5. Here we go. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2. That's it.